these slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. He showed some of it there.
Every week as he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. We saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal, taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So Utah's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work.
dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make the move upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. To give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And that did not help the cause as the punt is marked dead just inside their own 35. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Utes are at the line looking to now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball in the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside give. To the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hughes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not coming with football loaded out. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, a brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking for a gap. It's Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked. East
Carolina sending the offense back to
great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the Pirates moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball. They'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he gets back on top of it and a first disaster. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run. I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to...
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. If it's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Makes the catch, it's Davis. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of their deep ones.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the middle. It's Davis. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Utes have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Pearson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Safe little shovel pass. He's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Utes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Utes have this offense rolling. Dropping back. It's Dampier. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He'll get rid of it. He's got it wide open. Breaks away on the back. Pass to Tat. And then he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Utah.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Throws to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of that. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting into him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Finds us back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to run for it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This crowd knows when to bring it. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to bowl his way in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ECU. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Davis. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Rides the back and leads it.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll try the counter. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Close to the marker, it's Davis. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Dampier. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pearson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Power football with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of misuse, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but Just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Hauser. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, East Carolina. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play with this defense.
Right on the money. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Utes send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back.
and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Utes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Got it in the middle, it's Jenkins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it will be a 62-yard attempt. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Give as they work on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd down and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. They've got it down to the 22. First down for this offense. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers.